All right, so we're going to be looking into this magazine here. We're going to go to page 22. And we're going to be doing this map skills page, the European Union. Okay, the European Union. This map shows the 27 countries that make up the European Union. Use it to answer the questions below. So all of these colored countries here, the ones that aren't this pinkish, like light color, the ones that are colored in here, those are part of the European Union. Those are the 27 countries that make up the European Union. Now, if I look over here, I can see that it has a legend or key. So I'm going to look at that. European Union, members, nations by per capita GDP. So any nation that has this orangey red color here, their GDP per capita is 0 to $19,999. So if you took all of the money that country made in a year and you divided it amongst the people that live there, it would be in this range. So obviously, you would think that a green country would be better off. It just depends on how they distribute their money. But it looks like a country that's in the green would, if you did a GDP per capita, that's all the money that country made in a year divided by the number of people who live there. So, this would be a better off or more, this country's making more money than, say, these other countries. National capitals are a blue star or blue dot with a white star inside of it. The continent border, which is here, I don't know if that's going to come, in handy. And then all these with this light color, pinkish looking color, at least it's pinkish on my screen, is a non-EU member. It looks like beige in the magazine if you're looking at the magazine. Okay, so let's go to number 1, and we're going to see what the question is there. It says the headquarters of the European Union, the EU is what they call it, is in the capital of which city of Belgium? So what is the name of that city? So the headquarters of the European Union is in the capital city of Belgium. So you find Belgium. I will tell you that it is a yellow country. So find Belgium and then name that capital city. And make sure you are capitalizing your city names and your country names. The next one, number 2, it says Portugal is in which per capita GDP range? So you're going to have to find Portugal up here. Find Portugal and then find out which color bracket it's in and then name the range. If it's in this color, you'll say it's in the 0 to 19,999. If it's in this color, it's the 20,000 to 39,999. If it's in the yellow, it's 40 to, so you get the idea. So the range is here. This is what you would write down. So find Portugal, find out what color it is, and then name the range that it's in. All right. So let's go to number 3. How many other EU member nations are in that same range? So now you got to find the color that Portugal was in and then name how many other countries are in that same color range or same GDP range, but it's actually the same color on this map. They use color to do that. So name how many other EU member nations are in that same range. So you're going to come up with a number here. Remember, countries are all caps and they're bold. City names have the first letter capitalized and the rest are lowercase. All right, so let's look at the next one. That's number 4. Which EU countries border France? Okay. So remember, EU countries are in this color. They're not this beige color in your magazine. So you're going to find France. and you're going to see how many countries that are in this color range border France. Now, not all that are touching France actually are in the EU, so watch out for that. So you name the number. How many? Actually, no. On number 4, you actually have to name the countries. It says which EU countries border France. I will tell you this, there are 5 of them. So 5 EU countries, you have to write down the name, border France. I'll tell you how many, it's 5. So the one that's touching it, that's pink on this screen, but it's beige in your magazine, don't name that country. I don't even think they labeled it. So name the 5 countries that are touching France that are part of this. Now, some of them are really small, so they have a line going out to them, out into the water there, and naming that country because the country is so tiny that it's named like that. So watch out for that. And there should be 5 of them on number 4. It's a 5-point question, so make sure you get it right. Make sure you're capitalizing the first letter of the country names. Don't capitalize the entire country name, even though they do it like right here for Greece. You just capitalize the G for Greece, and then when you type it in, the rest of them are lowercase. They just do that for this magazine to show the difference between countries and cities, to make it easier for you to see. All right, so now it says, after you get number 4, the countries that are bordering France that are part of the EU, and there are 5 of them, and you've named them all, it says, of those countries, which has the highest per capita GDP. So now, out of those 5, you're going to look and see which color they are. Of course, if you've got one in the green, you would name that one. So these are the higher you go, the further you go down on this. So name the country, and I think that there is just one there, yes, of those 5 that have the highest GDP per capita, or per capita GDP is the way they say it in this magazine. Let's look at number 6. It says, which EU nation is bordered by Romania to the north and Greece to the south? So you're going to have to find Romania and Greece, and then find the EU nation, European Union nation, country, that is bordered by Romania to the north and Greece to the south. So it's one of these colored countries, and then you are going to find Romania and Greece, and then name that country in the middle of those 2. Okay, so number 7 says that country is in which per capita GDP range. So now once you find that country, you've got to find the color that represents where it stands, and then write down the range, and the range is here, depending on where it would stand. So, all right, number 8. From the capital city of Sweden, in which direction would you travel to reach Warsaw, Poland? So you find Sweden and Poland. Find the capital of Sweden, and then go to Warsaw, Poland. And then what direction will you be going? I will tell you it's an intermediate direction. So it's either northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Number 9, it says the 2 northernmost EU countries are in which per capita GDP range. So you've got to find the ones at the northernmost part. So if we look over here, north is up on this map. Find the 2 countries that are very top of this map, and then tell what range that they are in according to their color that they're on here. What range are they in? And the last one, number 10, it says one EU country has a per capita GDP of 66,350. Now, we know that there's no 66,350, but we know what range that would be in. So that's a little hint of how you would find that. And it says, which country is it? So you got to name the country first. This is a two-part question. Then tell how you know that it's in that, that country is the one and it's not any other country. How do you know that it's this specific country that is 66,350 GDP per capita? So first name the country. That's the first part. Don't forget about the second part. You're going to tell how you know that that's the case. So you're going to explain yourself by using sentences. So make sure you're using complete sentences. They start with a capital letter. They end with a period. Read them back to yourself. You need at least 2 sentences here to answer this question, I would think. Good luck on this, and I hope you do a great job. Upload your answers to Scholastic when you're finished.